Okay folks, now it's time for me to show you the ProCare series PL lifters. As you can see, the color has changed on the new lifter. It's gray and blue, but you can really see the difference in the way we've designed our spreader bar, the 6-point spreader bar. The old style spreader bar rotated on the sides. The new one we've designed to be fixed on all sides. This is going to make it much easier for you to understand how to connect the sling to the lift and also control the range and positioning of the patient. But before I get into the actual demonstration of the lift, let me show you how the most 3 common slings are going to connect to this new 6-point spreader bar. The first sling I want to show you is our universal sling with head support. So this sling has 4 loops and hooks on each side of the sling. So 4 straps and loops on one side, 4 on the other. So I'm going to approach the patient with the new 6-point spreader bar, open up my base so I can get around the wheelchair. And now I'm going to show you that we can connect the first set of loops to the first hook, the second set to the first hook at the same point. So you can see green was here, and this is the longest one here is yellow. Then I'm going to hook the third set of loops to the middle hook at the same level, and then the fourth at the same level as well. So now we're going to repeat that process on the other side. So now that we have everything connected, all 4 loops hooked to the 3 hooks on one side and on the other, we can raise up the patient and transfer them from the wheelchair to the bed. Now, let me show you how to use our 4-point Goulman compatible sling with the 6-point spreader bar. Now it's time for me to show you how to hook up the 4-point sling to the 6-point spreader bar. So our 4-point sling is in position on the patient. We approach with our 6-point spreader bar. And with our non-rotating hooks, it's very simple to understand that we connect the shoulder loops to the first set of hooks. And the leg loops to the hooks closest to the lift. And now we can raise the patient up with the 4-point loop sling. Now it's time for me to show you how to hook up the Sani sling to the new 6-point spreader bar. The Sani sling is in position on the patient. Approach the patient with the lift. Take the shoulder loops, connect them to the first hooks, and the leg loops to the hooks that are closest to the lift. Now we can transfer the patient from the wheelchair to the bed. Now let's show you how to transfer the patient from this wheelchair to the bed with our Sani sling. Our Sani sling is in position on the patient in the wheelchair. We're going to approach the patient with the lift, open up the base, connect our shoulder connecting loops to the first hooks, and our leg loops to the hooks closest to the lift. Hit the up button, raise our patient out of the chair. Move the patient away from the wheelchair. Close the base on the lift. Take the patient over the bed, rotate the patient around, and now we can place the patient into the bed. So let's see how we're going to transfer our patient with our ProCare series PL lifter with the 6-point spreader bar with our universal sling with head support. So you can see that the sling is already on the patient in the bed, and you can refer to one of my other videos about how to position the sling on the patient while they're in the bed. But our sling is already in place, so we're going to make sure that our spreader bar is close enough for us to connect our loops to the hooks. So we're going to connect our first set of loops near the head to the first hook, the second set of loops near the head to the first hook as well, the middle set of loops to the middle hook, and then the leg loops to the first hook. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. And now we can raise our patient out of the bed and transfer the patient to the wheelchair. Now it's time to see how to hook our 4-point Goulman compatible sling, lifting a patient from the ground to our 6-point spreader bar. So our patient is already underneath the sling. We're going to take our shoulder loops, connect them to the first set of hooks. And our leg loops to the hooks that are closest to the legs. Now we can raise our patient from the floor with the 4-point Goulman compatible sling and the 6-point spreader bar.